Have you ever been lied to by a narcissist? Have you ever not been lied to by a narcissist? That's really the question. Because if you are involved with a narcissist, you have a narcissistic parent or a narcissistic mate or friend, you will be lied to on a regular basis. Sometimes they're really good at their lies, sometimes they're really bad, and it could be a big one or a little one. But lies are the lifeblood of the narcissist. You might have heard me say that. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 7 reasons why narcissists lie. And I'm also going to give you a little information on narcissism and how to look at it differently so that maybe it can help you with dealing with the narcissist in your life. I'm Dr. Meg Hayworth, and I'm a transpersonal psychologist and a holistic nutritional chef. And I help women survivors of parental narcissistic abuse and, romantic narcissistic abuse, because you're going to choose a narcissist at some point if you had a narcissistic parent. And then I also help women who are sexual abuse survivors to release the emotional energy, the thoughts, the feelings, and core negative beliefs they're holding in their body that can lead to illness. And then I help them with narcissistic abuse coaching to help them through hopefully getting out of the narcissistic relationship you're in or dealing with all of the fallout from that, because there's a lot of it when you have a parent who is a narcissist. Okay, I'm going to get to the 7 reasons why narcissists lie. And we're going to start now. Number 1, narcissists lie because they cannot be vulnerable. In order to be vulnerable, you have to be introspective. You have to be able to look inside and share what's going on inside. A narcissist cannot share what they're feeling. I mean, they can share if they're really angry at you, they can share an opinion at you, but they're not going to share what's going on inside of them and be self-reflective and look at that thing that's happening for them. So they will lie to keep from being vulnerable. This is a key thing that they do all the time. In fact, their whole disorder is all about avoiding shame. So lying is one of the ways that they avoid shame. Oddly, because it's so shameful to lie, but they're really projecting all of their shame on everyone else. Now, number 2, they can't destroy the story that they have carefully constructed for themselves and the stories that they spin for other people. So if you have a narcissistic parent, you will figure out at some point that they're telling one sibling this story and a family friend that story and someone else another story, all about the same thing. And they keep reinforcing these stories over and over again. They do it as a way to keep people divided from each other. And they also do it as a way to keep people off kilter, keep you off balance. So they will have this carefully constructed view of reality and the stories that they tell themselves that they end up semi-believing themselves because they reinforce it over and over and over again. And it's crazy making for the person who is at the receiving end of this. Another reason, the 3rd reason why they tell lies is because they have a need to feel superior at all times. And you may notice this with a narcissist in your life who may be always one-upping, and they're telling another story about, you tell something about an accomplishment you made, and then they're going to tell you about an accomplishment they made that's even bigger and more grandiose. So they need to stay in control. They need to feel superior at all times. And if they don't feel that way, like if there's a situation where they feel inferior, they're going to avoid those situations. They're going to avoid being around those people because they don't want to feel those feelings of shame that they're going to be projecting on everyone else anyway. So a lot of times they're just making up all kinds of things that they said they did, or they've been through, or they've been to, places they've traveled to, whatever it is. They will come up with all kinds of lies and scenarios to feel superior. Number 4, they do it as a way to destabilize their victims, their targets, is what a lot of people in the narcissistic world that study this say. They call them targets. But so they're trying to destabilize you to keep you feeling confused, and so you won't leave. They don't want you to leave. Abandonment is one of the biggest fears of the narcissist. And you can abandon them in all kinds of ways. Like if you go on and move on with your own life, that's abandonment to them. But they will keep you off kilter and destabilized to try to keep in control of you. Because the more confused you are about what the real truth is, like what's really going on here, the better it is for them. Because you're trying to decode and figure it all out, and you're exhausted. I mean, just think about how exhausted you get when you're trying to figure out what the narcissist in your life is doing to try to control you and to lie to you and to control you through lies. All right, so number 5 is to gaslight you and make you believe that you're the problem and you're the crazy one. So they will lie to you as a way to gaslight you, to make you feel like you are to blame for everything in the relationship, and they've programmed you this way. If you are the adult child of a narcissist, they have programmed you to think that you're the problem, you're the one to blame, you're the one who's responsible for everything that goes wrong. And so when they lie to you, it's to keep you in that place of the one down position, so that they feel superior. So you can see how all of these reasons that they lie sort of piggyback on each other. You know, you can see how all of those things are interrelated. So they want you to believe that you're the problem. Number 6 is they want to keep you isolated from other people. So they don't want you comparing stories with other people. They may even, tell you like, oh, don't tell anybody this, but blah, 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 And so they make it sound like you shouldn't be talking about whatever it is that you're telling them, that it's like classified information, it's special information, and only you've got it. So they're trying to keep you quiet. They're trying to keep you isolated. They're trying to buy your silence. And they do this through all of their manipulation tactics and all of their lies. But it keeps you isolated so that you don't tell other people what they're up to. And they're so good at convincing people outside of the family system, or outside of your relationship, that they're the good guy or the good gal. They're this really great person. They do all these amazing things. And they're so good at convincing other people of their goodness, and of their such high integrity, that they wouldn't even believe that they're liars, that they're lying about all kinds of things. And so this is another way that they keep you isolated, is because they know no one's going to believe you. If you go to the priest at church, or you go to you go to some local authority and tell them, hey, or anybody, and tell them that what they're really like, they're not going to believe you. And they know this. So they just keep this web of lies going. And just even the projection that they're a good guy or good gal is a lie in and of itself. So it's just smoke and mirrors that's the way that they live. And it's a hard thing to live with, because you're just, like I said, you're just confused all the time. So number 7, and I think this is the key reason why they lie, and again, they all piggyback on each other, is they want to stay in control of you. And they want to stay in control of the narrative or the stories that they're telling. And so they do this through lies, because you're going to be constantly questioning yourself. Am I right? Did I get that right? Wait, no. Oh, wait, that was me. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was me. I'm used to blaming myself anyway. So it's just this constant state of confusion. And so this is where I wanted to go with it next. And I think this is a really important thing that I'm talking about, that's a little different than what I hear other practitioners talking about. is that this is an energy dynamic. Okay, they're using lies to pull energy from you. And this is one of the things, I'm going to give you an exercise here in a moment that I want you to try. And I've done this with so many of my clients over the years, around energy dynamics and how narcissists pull on your energy. They pull on the energy from your energy system, and then you feel drained. I mean, it's just draining. I mean, just making this video is draining when I think about how dizzying it is to get all of these lies, you know? And if you have symptoms like you're dizzy, vertigo, you may feel destabilized and like you're spinning out of control a lot of the time, but you're being controlled. If you have a narcissistic parent, or if you have a narcissistic mate, or even a close narcissistic friend, you are being controlled by their lies, by their narratives, by their stories. And control is at the end of be all end all for narcissists. That's all they really, really want. So back to the energy that they're pulling from you. So here's an exercise that I want you to do is I want you just to get comfortable. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, close your eyes. And then I want you to imagine that there's this big plug. It's in your solar plexus, that's in your stomach area. And this big plug is going over to the narcissist in your life, and they're just sucking up energy from you. So this big plug is going over there, and they're draining you of all of this energy, and you may have digestive problems because of it. You may have stomach issues like ulcers, like I had. Don't have anymore, yay. And so you may feel drained. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you're unplugging this plug and you're throwing it back to them. And the plug goes sucked back right into their own solar plexus. And you're giving their energy back to them, and you're not allowing them to take your energy anymore. And then I want you to seal up this place right here, your solar plexus. I want you to seal it with light. And I want you to say, I am no longer allowing you to pull energy from me. My energy belongs to me. I am in control of my own energy. And so this is one way you can just energetically start to take back your own power. And you may have plugs all over you from the narcissist and how they're pulling on you. And this visualization, I have watched people just feel so much better. They've reported things to me, like after doing this exercise with me, they'll go back to be with the narcissistic parent, for instance, and they'll say, like, you know what, I just didn't attach to the stuff they were saying. I just chose not to take them seriously. And that's a great piece of advice right there, is don't take them seriously. Lower your expectations about the narcissist in your life. Lower your expectations for them to tell the truth, because they're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you what they want you to know. They're going to tell you what they want you to hear. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of that news, but that's how it is. So I hope that these 7 reasons why narcissists lie have helped you. If you think of another reason, put them in the comments below. Like, let's have a conversation about this. And if you need any help, please book a free call with me. You can, I offer free consultations. The links are in the description below, and they're in the comments below. And just don't hesitate to give me a call and see if we might be a good fit to work with each other. I have a bunch of different offerings. I have some courses, online courses that are very affordable, that are coming up here very soon. So look for those. And if you haven't already done this, I want you to go to meghayward.com/narcissisticparents/ and it's on my website. Okay, so I want you to download 52 ways to tell if your parent is a narcissist. It's really 52 ways to tell if anybody's a narcissist, but I want you to download that from my website. It's a checklist, and then I want you to look at that and then get the results. And then when you get on that list, you're going to get more information about future videos, about future webinars and courses and all kinds of things that can help you get well now from narcissistic abuse. And I hope that this information has really helped you. Please feel free to contact me. I love to help. And I hope this information will help you get well.